Hello to my Taurus Collective. I am here today to give you your message for October 2025. We're going to go through some astrology using some oracle and then tarot in the end. I hope you enjoy it. So let's start. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. That will be October 2nd to the 16th. This is going to be an interesting time because Mars is in Scorpio, and Libra is literally playing their game of I want justice or I want death. And then we have this Mercury retrograde, which is revealing to you the things that were holding you back. And you see them clearly. No confusion here. So it doesn't feel like a normal Mercury retrograde where you're learning lessons. Ooh, two came up. This is more of a removing the veils from your eyes. So Taurus, the first thing we have is the 27, which says self-worth. Removing the veil to see your self-worth. And 3, which says be fearless. I want to actually look up that number. I don't know why it feels very calling to me. So that's 273. Okay. 273. It says here, you are being guided to connect with your inner fire. Tell me if you're not defending yourself. And inner strength in order to move back into a state of wholeness. So this is calling back your fire, your strength, your authority, because you know your worth. 27 here says this is connected to your base chakra and your sacral space. Those are the first 2 chakras from your colon all the way to about your belly button, about 2 inches above your belly button. That has to do with your foundational beliefs. So the way you grew up and your inner child energy. So your self-worth really is established by the first 7 to 10 years of your life. So this has a lot to do with that and how much that is negatively impacting your Taurus. Okay? It says here, Holy Spirit, fill me with love and help me embrace the light, love, and creative soul that is truly me. Sometimes the hardest part of the journey is believing you're worthy of the trip. Sorry, there's a call. I actually got a call from my son, and I needed to pause the video for a second to answer it. And so that's interesting because in this, this is the first time that he's venturing out on his own, doing things on his own, and I'm no longer holding his hand to do things. And this saying from Glenn Black says, sometimes the hardest part of the journey is believing you're worthy of the trip. And it's like to believe that you don't need to have your head held anymore, to believe that you don't need the support anymore, to believe that you have already acquired all the knowledge, the wisdom, the strength, the abilities to make that happen. The veil is being removed. You're no longer a child. You're stronger. You're older. You're able, and you're capable. That's crazy how that worked out. And then the second one is 3. 3 is one second. Be fearless. And this one again has to do with the same 2 chakras, base and sacral. Okay. It says, Great Spirit, give me the strength to embrace the fear within me with love, compassion, and light. Do you really want to look back on your life and see how wonderful it could have been had you not been afraid to live it? This Caroline Myss, I really like her. Myss, M-Y-S-S. I'm going to call her Myss because that's how I pronounce it in Spanish. Sometimes the worst part is just moving. But once you get there, you're like starting to realize it's not that bad. Some people have a support system that is willing to be tough enough to tell the person, no, you got this. I gave you a mind, I gave you a body, I gave you a spirit, I gave you a mouth, I gave you everything you need to be able to make this happen. I will not hold your hand, and you will do it for yourself. And at times, we feel like that's a bad person. But that's the only person that actually loves you. Because a person that is giving you everything hand and foot is a person that needs you. And they don't want you to leave them. Codependency works two ways, right? You become codependent on the person, but the person's also codependent on you. And that's why they're providing you everything you need, so you just become complacent. And this is no longer being complacent and you being to this energy of, I'm taking the rails because I'm the bull. I'm going to move in the direction that I want. I'm going to knock down walls and I'm going to be able to create my reality. I won't be you. I like this energy. The next thing is October 6th. October 6th, there's a full moon in Aries, and we have this Mercury retrograde. This can make you a little extra spicy, especially because you're the bull. That's like earth and fire mixing together. That's like a fire cannonball. So let's find out how this is going to affect you. I got two. Me and you. That's weird. I heard, yeah, I got two, baby. I got two, baby. Me and you. I don't know why I heard that. Cauldron. And it says, bewitching yes to be. Blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. So there's something inside of you that is awakening. And it's because you're starting to get to the point where you're losing the fear of taking that leap forward. Then we have ritual. And I like this one because it says, can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by the very blood against something brewing inside of you. Your inner spirit is calling you. Your inner spirit is brewing. It says, you will spill into your craft, which then come out from inside of you and start manifesting. A ritual of dedication to self and those who whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry softly through the unknown. So this is something where something is brewing inside of you, and it's your true self, and it's kind of like coming out, like it's like, and you're going to want to take action in things that are really you. I would say do it. Lose your fear. Be brave. Take that leap because it's going to be good for you. All right. Next thing is Venus entering Libra, which is talking about really wanting that equal reciprocity with all the relationships that you make around you. Like you won't accept relationships in which you're giving 100% and the other person's giving like 2. All right. And then we also have Aquarius going direct in Pluto going direct in Aquarius, whatever, until 2042, which is literally this energy of your truth being revealed, right? So this is like you're going to really speak into people's life. Oh, shut up. And I got this guy. You're really going to speak into people's lives what you really feel inside of you. And look at this. You're going to really speak. Look at how the blue is coming out of that person's mouth. To people around you, the little guys around them, your truth. That is so crazy that came out when I was saying that. That makes me laugh. All right. So I'm going to butcher this deity's name, but please don't hold it against me. It's called Mitakasiwal. Mitakasiwal. And it says, the study and analysis you have done is sufficient at this time. And the time has come to put them to work, enacting your own synthesis. So it's saying, all right, you learned everything you're going to possibly learn. You cannot perfect it from this point. And that's the biggest thing, okay? Because sometimes we get stuck in, I don't have this, okay. The other stuff you need is going to be established once you're already in the journey, not before you get there. You can't overly prepare for this movement forward. You need to, like, you've gotten everything you need right now, move forward, and then as you go, you'll learn more and you'll expand and you'll refine yourself. Okay? So it's talking about moving forward, like legit, really strongly here. And then the last thing is the new moon in the sign of Libra and October 21st. This one's interesting because your wall, the square, is going to be revealed. And what does a Taurus do when it sees a wall? It knocks it down. And the wall is stopping you from getting to your Jupiter in Cancer, which is connecting to the relationships, people, places, things that will help you create this that you're creating. Okay? And we have 3 cards. So the first one we have is King Kong, Wonder of the World. That's my tower. Something breaking down. Pan's Labyrinth, escape. So that you can escape into a new reality. Children of the Corn, harvest. So that you can receive a new harvest. Like, this is literally one of those things where the walls that you have created around you to stop you to this beautiful future that you're supposed to have in the future is coming down. You're no longer stuck in this maze of your mind. Am I ready? Do I need this? I need that. Blah, 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 blah. You're escaping it. And you're finally ready to receive a harvest from all you've invested in your life up to now. The preparation, the schooling, the people, places, things, and energies. This is a very good harvest energy. Like, I feel like you're ready. Is like the theme of this reading is you're ready. You don't have to hold yourself back anymore. Don't get imposter syndrome. You're ready. All right, Aries. Whoa. 9 of Pentacles. It's time for you to go at this alone. You deserve it. You are ready. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is saying strengthen your connection to what you have, invest in the direction you're going into, and you're ready. And that's the 10 of Pentacles. Get your inheritance. Get what's coming to you. You deserve it. Then we have the 6 of Cups. You have received everything you needed in the past. 7 of Wands. Stop resisting the movement forward. 5 of Pentacles. You aren't going to be left out in the street. Everything is not going to go to shit. You're not going to lose out on everything. It's time for you to reconsider your thought process and start moving in a new direction. Observe your thoughts. This is fear of launching. This is fear of moving forward, fear of movement. Look at this. It says, move, break down the tower. It's time for you to share who you are with the people around you. 3 of Cups. You have everything you need to be the person you're supposed to be. It is time for you to establish that new foundation, 4 of Wands, that you're supposed to have your peace and joy for the future. Literally, stop holding yourself back. You got this. Jump forward. I hope this helps.